Hello everybody, Mr. Storm here. Welcome back to the Insula Populi Megacampaign in Crusader Kings 3. In the last episode, the construction project continues unabated. We continue to plug through there. We're getting done. So that's good. We actually have the innovations, or not the innovations, the professional workforce perk. That gives us 30% faster construction time, which is really going to help. If we can make it all the way down to architect, that would be great. I don't know. I don't know if we'll get there. We're 50 years old, so it's entirely possible that we may not make it that far. Once all of our children are of age, we'll have to decide ultimately who's going to be the heir, and then move on. And then we'll see how it goes. We are working through our innovations. We're 2 years away from this one. We're 6 years away from the rightful ownership. So yeah, we're pretty close. Like maybe another 15, 20 years. And we'll have all of our innovations done and maybe be ready to move on. We'll see. And also we had a whole bunch of plagues come through and it killed our infant daughter, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it happens. Just take care of everything there. All right. All right, we are sick. Not with anything specific, we're just generally ill. I mean, even though our health is still fine, so I don't expect anything to go sideways on us. You want to be my chancellor? No. I picked my chancellor. Thank you very much. Alright, a dynasty legacy. And I could go octogenarians, which will increase our life expectancy by 5 years. The activities, customs. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get many more of these. I think we're gonna go customs. Alright. We'll investigate our wife. And every single time she comes back innocent, so... Alright, our son here has come of age. he's actually pretty good across the board. Genius, handsome, Herculean. So definitely a pretty good heir potential. My daughter has given birth to a daughter. All right. Your investments are remote to maintain Neuro-Catalan fashion as the true peak of elegance are bearing fruit. Foreign rulers admire and envy you. Brightest culture, same culture opinion. Increases effectiveness of promote culture, same culture opinion. No, we'll go with the superior fashion. I mean, I guess I have not held court in a long time. In my experience, it's just an opportunity for things to go badly. Without very many real benefits. My lord, Levi fetches me, sweat running down his forehead as we walk. The workers have found some tunnels under the wine cellar, spreading out in all directions. Nothing that any of our masons could have built. %80 chance we gain some money. You know, we'll leave it as it is. Not that I can't afford to lose some money. Alright, and our dog has passed. No, we'll just let the dog go. We're not gonna keep its pelts. In a temple, my thoughts abandoning the words of court chaplain Angelisa in favor of the time I rolled around in the hay with Bajila. Ever since then, I've been thinking of her almost daily. Unfortunately, this is having some rather noticeable side effects. Perhaps if I position the scripture just right, I can hide this growing problem without someone noticing. Oh. Start a seduce scheme against our wife. I thought we already had done that. No, we'll banish those thoughts. To rule the world, increasingly clear, from the lowest peasant to the most notable vassals, all are whispering my name, whispering my might, whispering of war, their support for my cause. Gain a trade conqueror. No, we're not going to be a conqueror. We're already, actually, we already have more territory than I would rather have. So. Oh, we need to hire some people. We probably need to replace you with someone who's a bit better. Yep. Yep, yep. Inspiration struck. What do we got? An adventure. He wants to go to Burma. Sure. And Dante wants to write another book. Sure. No, we have no need to dedicate the book to anybody. Alright, so you're heading off to Burma? Go for something truly unique. Whatever that means. Yeah, we've been invited to a bunch of activities. We'll let Dante write a book about whatever he wants. My son, part of his room. Father, you won't believe what I found out. A deviant secret. Okay. People are having affairs, which, you know, our character, this guy, isn't going to care about that. Well, not very many of my rulers care about that. Alright. Development growth and capital at plus 0.3 per month. Speaking of development growth, we're at 22 development. 63 development, 34 development. Yeah, you can have whatever money you need, buddy. Master a horse position vacated. And apparently our seneschal also. Let's bring in somebody a little bit younger. There we go. Oh, someone's got a bit of a little rebellion going on over there. And the realm has been very stable. For the most part. Alright, my masterpiece is finished. An extravagant tome that shows a modest understanding of diplomacy, as it touches upon subjects such as court politics. The cover is wood, has been painted to display a repeating image of interlaced knot patterns. Nego Catalan Court Politics, illustrious book. We can kind of leave it there for a little bit. I could use some furniture. Yeah, we'll hire somebody to make some furniture for us. Because we have an open furniture slot, so... 5 months, 4 years. I'm Lady Angelessa, Governor Hugh Joffrey are among the most powerful vassals of my realm. I never know how to keep them happy. Well, we'll go ahead and dedicate our new artifact. Someone's plotting to kill me. That's not great. We have a very good spy master, so... My lord, my royal architect Yocho announces his arrival in surprisingly loud voice. He proudly holds up a package, securely wrapped in cloth. I return from Burma with an artifact from my journey. I take the bulky bundle into my hands and loosen the cords before peeling layer after layer of fabric. Inside is an artifact unlike anything I have seen before. Giotto smiles proudly. This lavish throne has aimed to recreate the royal seat of Jamshid. It is said that artisans from all over the world came together to assemble gold, silver, and hundreds of precious stones into the throne that now stands before you. We have an illustrious throne. Peacock throne. Interesting. Yeah, our son gets diligent. I mean, do we want to go about changing our throne? I mean, that is extravagant, to say the least. Well, until we come up with something better. Man, you managed to transport that all the way back from Burma? A faction targeting us? Nothing that's too big of a deal. I can't say something about where Sikonan's loyalties lie. Is she a true friend or just a sycophant? Our daughter. Perhaps a little test. One of my agents, a fake secret, an anonymous gift. What would make her betray my trust? This is beneath me. We're not doing intrigue stuff right now. Alright, we've discovered the Ermine Cloak's fascination. Alright, so... we're gonna go Noblesse Oblige, 5 years. So yeah, in 5 years we will have all of our innovations complete. Complete a building. Yeah, there we go. The great artifact. Let's see. Cold humor flu. Major consumption. Alright, got tuberculosis outbreak. We'll still stick with the soft approach. Early prevention was a success. construction going. Alright. So it's been many days and nights, and finally work is done. A regal throne of excellent craftsmanship. The frame is constructed from solid maple posts, and the seat is cushioned with samite pillows. Well, this might be more thematically appropriate. Prestige per night. I mean, from an appearance standpoint, it's much more, reasonable. Still not exactly what I was after. And we have an extra holding somewhere. Can't grant you the holding, huh? But I can grant you the vassal. There we go. Alright, the Tavern in Majorca is usually the perfect place to forget about the troubles of the world, but tonight is an exception, as ill luck would have it. Sitting just one table over from Secatonin and I is my brother, Uxentio. The guy who doesn't really like us. Well, he likes us a lot more than he used to. He's been being a nuisance since we arrived. All it took was one more accidental spill of his wine over my arm, and suddenly Secatonin was on her feet. Uxentio rises in turn. The two are in the process of rather drunkenly squaring up by the time I managed to haul myself to my feet as well. A prowess challenge. We have 30 prowess. He has 15. You know what? We'll take him on. Alright, for a few brief moments, Viceroy Uxentio and I pace in lazy half circles, each waiting for an opening. I heft my fine sword, ready to defend myself, while he clutches his sword firmly to hand. This fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. Uxentio stays stock still, seemingly hoping I'll just throw down my sword. An opening. Try my steel oath. High increase to your likelihood of success. Medium increase to risk of energy. Injury. Yeah, we'll try it. With all my strength, I surge past Uxentio's guard and launch a fervent strike with my sword, aiming to run him through. Only the narrowest of margins stops me from claiming bloody victory. Uxentio counters with a fierce hail of quick slashes, almost running me through repeatedly. My form is good, with only small errors, and Uxentio's stance is a disaster. My opponent is still holding off my blows well, but he seems close to faltering. To hurl a heavy silver purse at Uxentio's face. We lose 20 gold. Yeah, we'll throw some money at him. Snatching a heavy purse of monies from my waist, I lob it at Uxentio. It hits him right in the face, giving me a brief opening for a quick slash with my sword. Uxentio hefts his sword in a strangely familiar fashion, then executes a near perfectly powerful cleave that I could swear I've seen before. My form is excellent with little chance for mistakes, and Uxinthio's stance is passable. My opponent's guard is fierce, and I feel far from victory. High, athletic strike, parry, riposte. High and medium. Medium and medium. Expert onslaught. You throw out a flurry of rapid attacks and counters. You know, we'll go with that one. Sheesh. Alright. I leap into action, launching a flurry of quick slashes, driving myself hard against Uxinthio's guard, wearing him down with each expertly timed strike. Well aware that he is utterly outmatched, Uxinthio hurls himself at me bodily, forcing me backwards with all the desperation of the doomed. My form is excellent with little chance of mistake, and Uxinthio's stance is formidable. I've yet to open up my opponent's guard at all and see no way yet to claim victory. We'll try the intrigue option again. Alright. With unerring accuracy, I hurl myself sword first at a blind spot in my opponent's guard. Uxinthio, presumably seeing his life flash before his eyes, as my weapon drives towards his heart, rushes to parry. I allow myself a crooked smile, hooking my weapon into his awkwardly, and with a hefty flick, turn a kill shot into a disarming. Uxinthio's sword sails off and away through the air. The bout won, I make a rather showy point of laying my weapon's point against my foe's heart. The yield is almost as quick as my initial sword blow. Alright, he's become wounded. Our armor has lost some durability. That's fine. We can get that fixed up right away. I still do need... Alright, our other son has come of age. He does need a wife. That works. We can't commission another artifact so soon. Okay, no big deal. Alright, people are having kids. That's good. Alright, keep things going. Plus 3.9. Plus 1.4. See, cold, humor, flu. That's that consumption. Or is it a different version? Oh, it's spreading pretty fast. Oh, somebody's had twins. Yeah, we have two different versions of the same thing. My acquaintance, this guy, the despot of Thessalonica, is plotting against me. Will the traitor be known to all? A traitor? I mean, he's another foreign ruler. Hellas is growing. I am still kind of hoping that a large rival empire will start to form. We need a new spy master. It needs to be somebody good. Yeah, there you go. Council. No. Courtiers. Yes. Eparch. And Seneschal. Make that two different people. And we need a bodyguard. There we go. Yeah, I don't really have any need to mess with anything in here. Camp fever has broken out in Majorca. That's typhus. Early prevention has been a success. That could start becoming a problem. It's a minor plague. Apparently our Chancellor has angered somebody. Yeah, hopefully all those built up hospices help. Yeah, no need to change governors. Oh, looks like the actual mayor started the construction up. Which is fine. I mean, it doesn't matter whose money gets spent to build stuff, just get it built. Oh, our Chancellor and Steward are down. I wonder if that's a result of this plague. You're in poor health. Well, you can become Chancellor. Steward. Let's go with somebody who's good. We're trying to get that another plague. Feel the road was kept away from me by my horse. No, I don't want to risk. Prince of Darkness is fire. That's holy fire. Famine, fever, typhus. The cold, humor, flu. Cold, humor, flu over here. And we have the typhus spreading. An odd request. Time was come once again for me to attempt to produce a child. We're not going to produce a child with our wife. Conventional lovemaking is just a chore. Have you ever considered what it feels like to be the ground in our chamber? Those bare feet pressing down your being. Just an object to be used and stepped on by others. Just the thought of it makes my loins burn. Sure. Why not? Gold is lifeblood of the realm, and merchants bring much of that wealth. Camp fever still spreads across that same realm. We control this outbreak, my lord, with what feels like bluffed confidence, requiring all merchants to sequester themselves where they bring their goods to markets to ensure they aren't infected. But let's see this. Stay isolated. Coastal quarantine. Yeah, we'll do a coastal quarantine. We can absorb. We can absorb the loss. That's fine. I think we are at the end of the episode, so we will go ahead and stop here. Things are coming along. Dealing with a bunch of plagues. 15 months, 3 years. Alright. There is something going on here. My son is apparently messing with the plants. Let's see if we can get him any intrigue increase. Well, we got a 1 intrigue increase. That helps. Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and stop here now. Alright. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.